All right, it is a pretty significant day here for me and John. I'm standing on Massachusetts Avenue here in Boston, and look behind me. That is Berkeley, 150 Mass Ave. That is where me and John met back in 1985, 37 years ago. We were 18 years old. We lived in this building. We practiced in this building along with John Myung as well. And now tonight we're going to be playing in this building. Let me see if I can flip it. Oh, flip. I can't flip it. I can't figure it out. But anyway, yeah, that was my room. I think right there, that window, room 608. And then now we're playing there tonight at the Performance Center. So this is really, really significant. It's amazing to be back here where it all began. And we look forward to playing for you tonight here in Boston. Woohoo! Berkeley in the house! All right, this is where it all began. I can't believe we're back here 37 years later. Back in 85, this is where we lived. I lived in room 608, which was right up there. John and John lived on the 8th floor. I lived on the 6th floor. This is the Performance Center. This is where we're playing tonight. And right here in front is where we slept out for Rush tickets in 86 for the Power Windows tour. And back then, you'd have to sleep out on a Friday night to be first in line on Saturday morning when tickets went on sale. And we were sleeping right there, and that's where we came up with the name Majesty. And now in this building is where we're playing tonight. Let's see if we can get inside before the story ends. We now have 1-minute stories that aren't broken up. This is April, when you buy merch. All right, I'll take you into the Performance Center. We used to have listening analysis class in here once a week, and I remember being here when the space shuttle exploded back in 86. We were in class in this room. I also remember seeing a guitar recital in this room that both John and John played at, and they played Tony McAlpine's Birds of Prey, which was Tony and Billy Sheehan. And it's so funny because I ended up playing that song with Tony and Billy in PSMS, 30-something years later. But first time I saw John and John perform on a stage, I wasn't with them for that guitar recital. But anyway, let's take you in the room. And also Dream Theater played here at the beginning of the Awake tour, and that's the last time I was here. That was 94, but here it is. This is where it's all going to be happening tonight. 37 years after meeting John here we are playing here together. It looks like Mr. LaRue has arrived. It smells like fresh LaRue. Dave, apparently you went to Berkeley as well. I did.
Right.
I
We're
did.
all Berkeley alums.
I did not know that.
Yep.
Wow.
I'm one of the 6 people that graduated.
Really? Wow. See, I don't think I ever met anybody that actually graduated. But yeah, we all went here. Hey, Gene. And here's the view from my office. Well, I'm really looking forward to this. It's going to be quite the homecoming for us. Not only me and John, me, John, and Dave. There you have it. All right, John, we're back home.
We are back.
This is
back
where
in Berkeley.
it all began 37 years ago.
That's crazy.
We didn't have beards yet.
No, we were 18.
Unbelievable.
It's crazy, and here we are.
And this is we met like on the other side of this wall.
That's right.
And practiced 6 hours every single day.
Every single day.
We had
the dorms right over there.
I already told the people that we slept outside for Rush tickets, and that's
Yeah.
where we came up with the name Majesty.
That's right.
And we would have listening analysis class every day here, and
remember that.
Wolfman would be twitching at the weird jazz notes. So every once in a while, I give John the Wolfman twitch if
Exactly.
he hits a jazz note.
Yeah.
What's your fondest memory of those days?
Of those days, actually, I remember, besides meeting you, of course,
Aw.
starting Dream Theater, John Myung and I got to play guitar. Yes. I have a fond memory of of being invited to play the Berkeley Guitar Night in our first semester as freshmen and being on this stage.
Yeah, I remember.
That was awesome.
I was in the audience watching.
Yeah.
And I told them you played Tony McAlpine and Billy Sheehan's Birds of Prey, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And we met a lot of really cool people here that we're still friends with, and it was awesome. I do remember something funny. You remember this too, where there was a teacher strike, right? We didn't have school for 2 weeks.
That's right. I thought it was more than 2 weeks. I don't remember, but
Yeah. And then the other fond memory is getting Supremes.
Supreme Pizza across the street. We got to get it for after show food.
Yeah, we got to get it.
Yeah. And my roommate was Brian Keeling, who I'm still friends with out there, and Jim Brown,
Yeah.
and Pete Roman, and Darren Householder. I mean, it was like,
Yeah. My roommate was John Mayer.
yeah. You guys were on the 8th floor, and me and Brian were on the 6th floor.
And I remember, yes, I remember in our second semester, Master of Puppets came out. You brought the vinyl.
I took the tube, right? Is that what they're called? The tube?
Yeah.
I took the tube to Newbury Comics the day that Master of Puppets came out.
Yep.
And I remember getting it and bringing it back to the dorm, and it was on vinyl. We didn't have CDs back
It was on
then.
vinyl.
And listening to it for the very first time in my room.
It was life changing. I remember watching a whole bunch. I remember we watched Baby Snakes. And
Yeah, we would watch babies. We would watch Alan Holdsworth from
Alan
Japan,
Holdsworth, yeah.
Ingve from Japan. All those videos that I had on VHS, because obviously we didn't have DVDs back then. But
Yeah.
yeah, memories. But all right.
That's it.
Well, we've come full circle, and we're gonna rock here tonight, where it all began. So
Here we are.
yeah, looking forward to it. See you tonight. Woohoo!